But I can guarantee you that during his Ethan defense video, he'll call out edgy jokes made by Big Bungie. What Hassan said there wasn't a joke. He believes this shit. He's also safe edgy, making statements like that, but will plead if the mods of livestream fails for them to delete posts making fun of him. Noah's friend Bad Empanada also makes edgy statements, like,
"Ooh, Bad Empanada's interesting. He is somebody that I have actively avoided. I'm gonna be honest. The reason that I've avoided Bad Empanada is because I just keep hearing crazier and crazier about him by the day. I'm pretty sure he made some kind of like insane community post about Stardust. Like, it was actually like borderline insane. Where is it? Yep, there it is. It's not even on his main channel. Zionist YouTuber Stardust celebrated the massive platform of anti-genocide creators. Just a couple of hours later, she was removed from YouTube's partner program for anti-Palestinian speech. Could have swore at one point he was like accusing her of like something horrendous.
You're suing a man and you end it with a dog hitting a. He's wrong.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We have some stuff to go over. So, Rob's Media, if you don't know, Rob's made a video called Why I Hate BreadTubers, which is accurate. BreadTubers suck. We hate BreadTubers here. If you don't know, Noah Samsen, my version of 9/11 for BreadTubers, uploaded a series of videos, okay? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos in a row responding to this one video, which is a conglomeration of kind of just pointing out the flaws of people like Zane, that we just talked about in Praise of Shadows, Ethan is Online, Vosh, Noah himself, Xander Hall, Keffals, basically the BreadTube sphere as a whole, right? So Noah took it upon himself to make 5 separate videos addressing each and every chapter in the video. We went over about 2 of them. I think we went over 4 of them, actually. I didn't go over this one, but we went over those. And holy crap, they were terrible. The sweeping for Keffals, the sweeping for Ethan, all of these things are just complete and utter garbage. Then there's a point, apparently, and I didn't know this, where Noah tries to defend Ethan is Online for Big Bungie and saying, man, making fat jokes about Ethan is terrible. And that he might make an Ethan is Online defense video. Noah, I am telling you right now, if you make that video, would be the funniest piece of content that you have ever put out and will be dissected to death. Worse than an alien picks up like a random human off the side of the road. That would be the funniest goddamn video you have ever made. Please make the video. Make the video. I'm begging you. Please defend Ethan is Online. Do it.
Very excited for the video defending Ethan is Online.
I am begging you. I am begging you to make that video, okay? Now that we understand the context, Noah responded to every single point, okay? Rob, if you remember, was in the chat while we were going over this and said he will be making a response once he gets to a certain point. And that is what we're doing here today. So Rob has officially, as of 4 days ago, uploaded his response to Noah. This is gonna get interesting.
Which he decided to split into multiple parts for some reason. Unlike him, I don't like wasting my audience's time, so I'll only be going over the main egregious points Noah made. I'll link all of his videos below. Don't harass the guy, obviously, I'm linking them for full transparency.
I love the cope about the Chud Logic stuff, where he was like, I feel like I'm justified to say that Chud Logic might be a pedophile, which is an insane take to have. Chud is not a pedo. He's not a groomer in any retrospect. Like,
what really caught my attention of Noah's responses is the downright slanderous stuff he said about YouTuber, streamer, and fat British guy Chud Logic.
Based?
In my original video, I brought up this infamous Noah tweet, where he calls Chud a...
He also didn't call Chud a chaser. Rob, you messed up. You can call him a fat British guy all you want, but you messed up, Rob. You should have called him a chaser on top of that.
Guy, Chud Logic. In my original video, I brought up this infamous Noah tweet, where he calls Chud a pedo and insists he should be brutally killed. I'll address this tweet more later, but let's focus on the important part. Noah is outright trying to paint Chud as a pedo, something no other YouTuber agrees with.
But this Chud Logic guy, I called him a pedophile for, I think, more tangible reasons.
There is no tangible reason for you to call Chud Logic a pedophile, especially with the situation that was going on at the time.
He was horny texting an 18-year-old fan of his in his...
That's not pedophilia. That's an 18-year-old. Adult. Done. Easy. Clapped. Over. No conversation. No reason to continue asking. No reason to continue down this path. No reason. No reason to continue down this path. None. But you still did it. There's no tangibility to this.
Discord. He was in his mid-30s, so like at least 35. I said...
Okay, so is everybody who dates out of their age range, legal adults, mind you, I'm talking about from like the age of 18 to like 30 or 40 or whatever, are they pedophiles? No. Are they people that want younger relationships? Sure. Is it kind of weird? Is it kind of what it is? Yeah, but they're not breaking the law. They're not doing it because it's a sexual thing where they're like, I just want to fuck young women. They just end up with young women. It's what it is, or young men. Are you going to shit on women, older women that want to be with younger men? Like, if it was flipped reversed, if she was in her 30s and he was 18, would you have this much of a problem with it, Noah? I have a weird feeling that you wouldn't.
37, I don't remember exactly what it is. In these messages, he frequently references or kind of asks about her virginity. He says, I'm going to penetrate the shyness. She says, you just don't understand me because
these DMs are crossed.
You're a boomer. And he says, nah, you're just a shy virgin, lol.
So let's go over the full context. In early 2021,
hag maxing is based. I will say it. Hag maxing is based. If you're like myself, a 28-year-old man, maybe like you go 25, and a 31 to 35-year-old comes up to you and goes, hey, I got money and I'm good looking. You want to be in a relationship? I'd be like, fuck yeah. Like, I wouldn't even think about it. Be like, hell yeah. Why not?
Twitter user made a
What's the problem with that?
thread detailing her experience of Chud the year prior. She said she was a fan of his, and he'd message her first with this glorious image. Ayo, is that Mudahar? They'd send messages back.
Okay, Rob. Okay, dude.
Back and forth for months, usually being flirty or inappropriate. Sure, they're weird and creepy, but you can say that for any leaked sexual
Older women, where you at? Woozy
exchanges. Not once does Haley push back against what Chud is saying, and she clearly removed context based on these screenshots. At one point, Chud says that he doesn't want to flirt with someone who's a young adult, with his limit being someone half his age plus 7. Chud was 34 at the time, meaning the youngest he'd flirt with is 24.
I asked her, obviously I can't speak to someone that's underage. How old are you? And she said she was
No, I'm not in my 30s yet.
over 18. She didn't give me like a specific age.
Yeah.
But then later, when she came out with the kind of tweet about it, she said that she was 17 at the time.
So did she claim that you were like grooming her?
Yeah, that was the claim. And funnily enough, in the original allegation, which again you can see in the Destiny video, she never said, like, she said.
Speaking of which, where is Larix today? Speaking of which, where is Larix? I thought he was going live at 5 o'clock today. What happened, big boy? What happened? I could have swore I just saw a tweet about it. What happened, Larix?
She said herself, I said that I was 18, and never really made a big deal out of this idea.
So this is the thing about Noah. He doesn't actually do research. Even for like basic like slop video content like he's doing here. This is a falsehood. This is a falsehood that Noah has put forward. That he believes what people were saying is that he was potentially grooming a young fan of his, which wasn't true. It was just him sexting with another adult. Who cares?
That I was some sort of pedophile, but that became the narrative. That became the narrative that grew up off the back of it.
So yeah, this Haley person lied about their age, and is now playing victim while trying to ruin Chud's career. Noah that makes fun of debate bro logic by using the term ephebiophile.
Well, it's just inappropriate for me to be flirting with someone who is underage or even young like 18. It's supposed to be half your age plus 7. So yes, technically you guys got me. He's not a pedophile, he's an ephebophile.
You're a debate pedophile. How about that one? How about this? Like, anyone that does that shit, you're a debate pedophile. How about that? Debate. Not a real one, a debate one. Okay? A debate one. Got it?
This is a meme. It's the debate lord meme that you are differentiating.
That definition is straight up dumb. It conflates that being attracted to 15-year-olds is the same as being attracted to 19-year-olds.
7. So yes, technically you guys got me. He's not a pedophile. He's
also by logic, it's not even a hebebophile. 18 to 19 is an adult. And yeah, he does use the primary sexual interest in mid to late adolescents, generally 15 to 19. It's just crazy.
And the Phoebophile.
Dude, I want to use slurs against you.
Base Papa Gut.
Ebophile stretches to the age 19. No.
Also, Rob, you didn't take any of my reaction. Ugh. I am so offended. No, I'm kidding. Papa Gut knows about, like, all this shit way more than I do.
The fuck out of here. Ebophile is not somebody who's attracted to 19-year-olds. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Okay, maybe it's dictionary definition. I don't care. He's Jesus fucking Christ.
Chud was flirting with someone he believed was an adult, so nothing he did was morally wrong. You can call him creepy, but in no way is Chud a groomer. And yes, Noah calls him that.
I wouldn't call him creepy. I would say Chud was chasing and grooming. You know, Chud won't even, like, debate that aspect. That is, like, true. He was gooning and he was chasing. That's really it.
He's not a pedophile, he's an Phoebophile, and a weirdo and a groomer. Because again, this was a fan of his in his Discord.
But that's like the funny part, right, Fembro? He'll turn around and be like, hey, 100%, okay? He's like, yeah, I'm calling Chud a pedophile for something tangential. Then he brings up the fact that debate bros are going to use the argumentation and proceeds to use the argumentation. He destroyed himself. He is the debate pedo.
Who he reached out to personally.
Oh, I'm sorry, a debate hebephile.
As a 35-year-old man. And again, she was underage, but she lied about it, so not a pedophile. Just all those other things.
Again, she lied about her age maliciously to get attention from him. If he knew she was 17, then yes, you'd be right. But that's not the case and you know it. Plus, she could have been lying about her age there too to make him look worse.
He's an Phoebophile and a weirdo and a groomer. Because again, this was a fan of his in
How is he a groomer?
his Discord.
That's like the crazy thing to me. He calls it grooming. It's a grown adult. It's a grown adult. Chud was told that they were 18. That is an adult. In all metrics, it's an adult. Okay? I don't know why this tab crashed, but whatever. That's an adult. They can have conversations of a sexual nature as grown adults. Even though Chud is a content creator, that is not grooming. It's just crazy to me that he's using the word grooming. It's two adults. If a content creator wants to bang a fan, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I literally can't give a shit. If they are two grown adults, one is a content creator, one is a fan, and they fuck each other, oh my god, I could care less. Like, I literally don't care. I don't care. Unless that creator turns around and says, I'm a really big YouTuber, you must sleep with me. If that was brought up in the conversation, then yeah, that's an abuse of power. But 99% of the time, that is not the case.
Who he reached out to personally.
Who cares? Do you know what grooming is?
As a 35-year-old man. And
that doesn't make anybody a groomer. You realize that grooming is more than just talking to somebody younger than you, right? Like, grooming is an intentional, methodical process of setting up typically a child, typically up for sexual exploitation. Contacting somebody who's 18 years old, a fan of yours, is not grooming. Just because they like you because they're your fan already, does it?
I feel like the issue is basically power dynamics. If that power is being used in a way that is harmful. Like, let's say, let's use an example, right? Let's say PewDiePie went up to a girl and said, you know I'm PewDiePie, you have to sleep with me because I am a famous YouTuber. That, to me, is an issue of a power, basic power dynamic or a abuse of the power dynamic. Who cares if you're a creator and you have bigger numbers? We're all humans. We're banging. Who cares?
Mean that you've groomed them, or are you going to start making videos about groupies? I would love to see the videos about people who make music and how they are raping all their fans for having sex with those groupies.
Oh my god, another Papa Gut W. Like, what the fuck? Thank you. Holy shit. Another W from Papa Gut. Bro, that's crazy.
Okay, it's not grooming. It's just more like potentially building a relationship to sleep with somebody to get more comfortable with them before you potentially sleep with them or hit on them. It's not grooming.
Noah also tries calling out hypocrisy for me joking about his appearance.
wait a minute, the thumbnail of this video says that stranger danger with my face. He is just kind of doing that, isn't he?
He's not calling you a pedophile. That's not what that is. Okay.
Ooh. I get called a pedophile every other day on my YouTube channel, and it's usually because of my mustache and my haircut. You know, pedo stash. It's sort of a classic.
Nobody was calling you a pedophile, Noah. You're the one that made that distinction, and random people that look at that mustache and go, pedophile. Vosh is on there. Xanderhall's on there. To be honest, Vosh is pedophilic. He fucking jerked off the lolicon with horse cocks in it. But Xanderhall, I've yet to hear anything about Xanderhall being a pedophile. I've yet to hear anything about Zayn being a pedophile. I have yet to hear anything about you being a pedophile. Like, this is a crazy reach.
Noah, you falsely calling Chud a pedo is in no way comparable to me making a goofy thumbnail. The issue here is that—
It literally isn't. Rob's right. There is no comparison. He did not call you a pedophile. He did not say you are a groomer for talking to a fan. Like, what the fuck? It's not even remotely the same thing.
Noah lacks the ability to be charitable. If one of his friends was in Chud Logic's shoes, he'd defend them to the very end. But here he just has to go the extreme length to label someone he doesn't like a groomer. This just proves the dehumanization point I made in my original video. He's gotta label him the worst thing ever. No other YouTuber agrees with this take from Noah, not even Chud Logic's sworn enemies, Xanderhall and Keffals. And speaking of Keffals—
oh yes, this was fucking gorgeous. Oh my god, I still remember like it was yesterday when I saw him downplaying the Keffals stuff. Oh, it was beautiful.
Noah does a lot of downplaying in these videos, with one such case being Keffals. In my original video, I state that
You thought that, listen guys, if I have an opportunity to still shit on Keffals even though they're not around, I'm gonna take it.
I think Keffals is way worse than Vosh, something Noah scoffs at. One of those defenders was Keffals, who in my opinion is way worse than Vosh.
Breaking: Rob's Media thinks Keffals is worse than Vosh.
I also agree with this. Like, is that like a crazy thing to say? If I had to like choose between who is more detrimental for humanity and has done way worse shit, which one are you going with? The guy that debates like weird CP stuff and has lolicon on his computer, or you gonna go with somebody that used the trans movement to their advantage to make $100,000, lie about it, spend it on cocaine, then also on top of that helped support DIY HRT hormones to children without government regulation or body regulations, deplatformed people, lied about people, slandered people. Which one is worse for society? I say fucking bury them both. But like, if I had to scale which one's worse, I'm going with Keffals.
More at 11. Log off, log off, log off, please log off, please log off, please log off.
He basically ignores most of my criticisms of her, and only covers the thumbnail discourse. He doesn't
I don't think what I just said is a crazy thing. Which one's worse for humanity?
think Keffals was acting in bad faith during her drama of Mudahar, and thinks that the thumbnail could have been seen as unintentionally transphobic.
Drawing people ugly or like fucked up looking manifests in different ways. It can—
This is the ultimate cope. Denims didn't even try to squirm around the thumbnail thing as much as Noah's about to do right now.
Manifest in exaggerating certain features, and those features can create caricature. You can imagine someone drawing a picture of—
That's just a photo of Keffals looking ugly. There's a bunch of photos of Keffals being ugly. Keffals is an ugly trans woman, and just an ugly woman in general. So that's not me being transphobic. That's me speaking the truth. Like, the only person that thought Keffals was attractive was Tipster.
someone trying to make them look ugly, and in that ugliness, making them into a racist caricature, let's say. And so one
that is so ridiculous.
way I think this could be transphobic, not even necessarily intentionally, is drawing someone ugly by masculinizing their face.
Where is the masculinization? It's not even the same kind of
Not even
art.
necessarily intentionally is drawing someone ugly.
Look at this. That looks like Keffals with more defined shadowing under here. How is that masculine? This is more dark. And it's her going like this. It's the same. It's literally just more defined aspects. It doesn't mean that it looks more masculine. That's on you for thinking that. That's on you and the others for thinking that.
by masculinizing their face, which is a very common way for transphobes to essentially try to paint trans women as men in disguise. Do I think the artist did that intentionally? You know, I personally don't. I have no reason to believe that based on the history of the works of art he's done. But the transphobia in question here is more of a broader structure of...
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a broader structure. She wasn't making a broader structure argument. She straight up accused Muda Har of using transphobic artwork. Done. That's literally what she did. She wasn't making an overarching point. She wasn't trying to debate it. She straight up accused Muda of transphobia.
Types of things that happen. And I think that's a conversation worth having. Is it a
No, it's not. It's not.
Conversation that needs to be had before addressing all the like serious shit that this person did? Probably not. Like, you could...
Do you want to go into depth as to why Keffals obfuscated that?
See how this comes off here.
That was a whole lot of nothing. He can't outright admit that what Keffals said was wrong, so he does this whole speech about transphobic art. Like, yeah, Noah, art like that exists, but Worm's art wasn't trying to do that. He didn't make her face masculine. He just made her look tired and sweaty like everyone else. Keffals shouldn't have called that out.
Keffals used Worm's art in one of her thumbnails. Yes, even Keffals used the Vosh artwork that Just a Worm used. Of Vosh. Oh my god.
Also, Noah doesn't seem to think this is a trump card by Keffals, even though it was pretty much the only way she could actually go after Muda.
It was the only thing that she said. After that, she stopped talking about the Mudahar stuff. After that, she got bodied so hard that she left the internet. Like, that's all that she had left was to weaponize transphobia.
Keffals with sweat.
It is just Keffals with sweat.
He was using this to rile up our audience, and get them to basically attack Muda, without hearing out his criticisms laid out in his video. Now, Noah doesn't really defend Keffals, but he really doesn't have much to say about her actions. I do think Keffals is worse than Vosh because she's negatively affected way more people. Remember, she scammed her fans out of 100 grand to go on vacation. Both are bad people.
And also use the money for cocaine. I'm spreading that. I swear to God, I'm putting money down that she did spend some of the money on coke.
But Noah doesn't have the ability to say that. Surprisingly though, Noah has the courage to defend his pal Ethan is online.
Oh, another great section of Noah's videos is defending Ethan. Oh, okay. Okay. Are we really about to do this right now again, Noah? Really? Are we about to do this? Lex, the one that had so many obvious holes in her story that she looked like a liar and was lying at most points when more evidence came out. Are we going to talk about Ethan and his bad faith criticism of literally everything imaginable? Yes, I'm using the term bad faith because there's no other way to describe what Ethan is. Are we going to do that? Let's have some fun, guys. Let's see how Rob dismantles this.
At first, I was going to speculate on how Noah is defending Ethan is online and his girlfriend, Lex Updog, but in part 4, he flat out admitted to wanting to do so, at least for Ethan. Once Noah begins covering my take on the SuperMega drama, he recommends a video by Unpoetic Justice. I want to give one more example of these guys weaponizing their audiences with malicious intent. The SuperMega drama. I won't get too detailed into this, because there's loads of other—
You fucking titties lies. Yeah, he did. I just watched it, Smaggle. I put it in the group chat. He apologized to Brandon and then shadowboxed himself on points.
Retard.
You're the retard. You're the retard.
When you read my comment, you said, you literally fucking said,
you lost.
You're
It's
fucking
over.
titties.
You're retarded. You're retarded.
No, you lost.
You're retarded.
You fucking lost.
You lost.
You
It's
lost.
over. I already won. Smaggle's retarded. Chris is like dyslexic. What do you mean? Your fucking title lies. It praises shadows did not. Okay, I'm retarded. Smaggle W. I'm retarded. Smaggle W. He wins. I'm highly dyslexic. All right. That was me coping. You got me, Smaggle. You win.
Unpoetic Justice. I think if you're interested in this controversy, you should go watch that. Honestly, that's my take from here.
And what take does she have? Well, she does agree that Matt and Ryan were unfairly targeted, but also sympathizes with Lex, and never criticizes her actions. Because even if you agree that Lex was assaulted,
I gotta give Smaggle the W on that one. Damn, that's gonna bug me.
the way her and her friends handled everything else in this drama was poor. Justice mainly just goes after Nick, and commentary channels like Lyrics are critical of Lex. She doesn't show the more egregious shit Lex did, like her live
Fuck you, confusing.
stream with Ethan where they celebrate SuperMega's sub-loss. Just like Noah, she pretends to be nuanced in order to subtly defend her side.
The thing is that you can't really be nuanced in the SuperMega drama at this point. Like, there's way too much info, there's way too much information, there's way too much of Lex just either straight up misremembering things, not providing evidence, and when evidence is provided is not enough for it to make any sense. Then the allegations went from Dawn of SuperMega did something horrible to Matt and Ryan just treated them like dog shit. Like, how you can't even have a nuance in this moment anymore, especially with how it operates. You can't do that. There's no way to be nuanced in this.
What really got me wanting to make this response is this part in Noah's second video.
But Rob's argument here is just fucked up. I didn't see anyone even making this argument.
Throughout this drama, they pretty much use the topic of SA to motivate their audience to cancel SuperMega.
He doesn't show how that happens in this video, and so...
Nick is not green. His exact words were, Matt is a rape apologist. Let's watch this boxing. Let's watch him get punched in the face multiple times. Because he is a rape apologist.
From what I remember, there's a lot of disputes about the specifics of these stories, but
No, there's no disputes on the specifics. People who followed it throughout the entire timeline know it. You don't.
essay itself isn't one of them. Which again, just go watch this video, you'll learn a thing or two. Alright, so anyways, in conclusion, audiences being weaponized, I don't think so. Other than when Vosh did the thing, using trans people in his audience as a shield against the fact that he was doing pedo-related activities, that was definitely audience weaponization. The rest of these, I simply disagree. But that's just my opinion. This has been Drama Boy time, silly Drama Boy time. Make sure to go outside, and bye.
Notice anything? Yeah, Noah completely cut me out of context. Throughout this drama, they pretty much use the topic of SA to motivate their audience to cancel SuperMega, even holding a live stream on Ethan's second channel to celebrate. This was pretty gross behavior, especially when Matt and Ryan's late friend Daniel—
Which I still can't believe Queeman did that. Like, Queeman's the only one that has that video.
This was pretty gross behavior, especially when Matt and Ryan's late friend Daniel was brought up. Lex alleged that the two would make jokes about his passing, which they denied. Even if they—
Rob's gonna go down that path because just judging by how he did this. And this was the argumentation I made previously, okay? It doesn't matter if they make the joke. If they try to find humor in the darkness of losing a friend, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely 100% nothing wrong with that. I don't understand how they can criticize Matt and Ryan when they never knew his friend. They never knew their friend. Never met him, not once, and they still tried to use it as a point against them.
did, who cares? They're allowed to make jokes about their trauma. I mean, Ryan was the one who found his body. I then show Ryan talking about how their mention of Daniel negatively affected him, and then mention how Daniel's goodbye video was bombarded by negative comments. Noah cut out an entire minute and a half of my video because he didn't know how to argue with my points. He just shows the beginning of my argument and not my example to make me look bad. And just like Justice, he doesn't show the live stream with Ethan and Lex. This is downright malicious and hypocritical, as Noah has criticized others for way less.
He just cut that line right out. And this is important, right? Because this line directly refutes Sean's narrative that Illy is promoting obesity. This phrase, dietary restrictions, rules out the more extreme situations that Sean is referring to when he says that this will cause viewers to eat themselves into an early grave.
And for those who haven't seen TBYS's response, he cut out that line for copyright reasons, and because it was an "I'm not saying" clause that has nothing to do with his main argument. What Noah cut from my video does contribute to my argument, which is that the main accusers against SuperMega were weaponizing serious claims to destroy their careers. Noah will complain about 3 seconds being cut, but will cut a minute and a half of my video because it makes his friends look bad.
Ooh, holy shit. No way. No way. Hold on. Did the stream just die? Please tell me the stream did not just die. Because I'm going to be pissed. Didn't Noah like pretend he didn't know Ethan? Wasn't there like a whole thing? Didn't he turn around and say, oh, I don't really know much about this Ethan guy. But there's a photo of them together, which is me kind of like maybe being kind of autistically gay about it, but you've met him at least once.
And yes, him and Ethan are friends. Noah cuts out other parts of my video, but the only other egregious one is him removing my criticisms of Sneeko to make me look biased. While talking about Ethan's sketchy coverage of the Ava Chris Tyson situation, I made—
Actually, it's Eden now? Yeah, he still they go by Ethan/Eden. Okay? They go by Ethan/Eden now, so either name is fine. Okay? Let me pull up their goddamn... Yeah, Ethan/Eden, so I am not transphobic. Okay? Right there. I am not transphobic. I can't be called transphobic because they still go by Ethan. So I will continue to call them Ethan.
This joke, which Noah takes offense to. Your recency bias should apply. God, he looks like a Courage the Cowardly Dog villain.
Okay. Jesus, dude. I'm trying to take this thing seriously, and then randomly he'll throw stuff in like that. What's up with that, man?
It's called making jokes. You know, that having fun with things, laughing at people. You know, that thing that you pretend that you don't do, Noah?
You know, there's a cottage industry of videos out there dunking on Ethan is on.
Man, I wonder... Here's the thing. Noah, if there is a cottage industry, in your words, of people shitting on Ethan is online, maybe, just maybe, think about why there's a cottage industry of shitting on Ethan. Why do you think that? You do know the YouTube game, right? If there are multiple videos, okay, multiple videos made on one person from multiple different creators, there's something they most likely fucked up somewhere. Maybe use a little deduction, Noah.
Online, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on in those videos that is fucked up, and it's just very normalized. So
this guy is not unique. There's like 500 of this exact dude. They got the same politics, the same IQ, the same smugness, but you know what they've not got? They've not got his blood cholesterol percentage.
You know what's like the craziest part is that, again, I'm bringing this up because last time we went over this, he brings up the fact of the BMI score and calling him fat is fucked up. He did not watch the rest of that video. You did not watch the rest of that Big Bungie video. It is very apparent you didn't watch the rest of that. You just got to, oh, they're making fun of him because he's fat. Oh, Noah.
They've not got his BMI
Noah.
score, and you can't take that away from him.
I think I'll probably do a separate video called In Defense of Ethan is Online, because...
How about you don't? You know, it would be great if you did. I would love that video, but like, something tells me that's gonna blow up in your face, Noah.
Regardless of what you personally think of a guy, I feel like the amount of backlash he's received is very much not proportional to the...
It is proportional. Because as it continues down the line, he keeps picking fights with people. He keeps DMing people, trying to threaten to fight them. You know, like, you do realize he's done more things than outside the SuperMega stuff that people have been criticizing, right, Noah?
The crimes in question, at least from what I've seen, such as example.
Also, just as a reminder, we have 355 people here, but only 97 likes. That is a massive discrepancy. Let's bump those up. Let's get 100 plus.
Such as this.
Yes, Noah wants to make a video defending Ethan is Online. The hate Ethan gets is pretty reasonable, and it's not just coming from commentary channels. A lot of leftists heavily dislike this guy for valid reasons too. He spreads lies and false allegations to help cancel a YouTube channel his friends don't like. He's willing to defend pedos in order to criticize Alex Rosen.
I can't wait for Noah to watch his Alex Rosen video. That'll be a make or break moment. Okay, I'm gonna enter in the mind of Noah Samsen real quick. The make or break moment of him making this video is going over this. If he doesn't see what the rest of regular people see in this video, he's gonna make the video. and it's gonna be garbage. If he sees what normal people see, he's not gonna make the video, and he's gonna go, "Oh shit, I shouldn't defend Ethan." So this is gonna be the video that's the make or break point.
He labels anyone of slightly different opinions as far right in order to demonize them to his audience, and he's just as hateful as those he criticizes, making targeted attacks and completely dismissing valid criticism. If you want to die on that hill of Ethan, go ahead. But I'm telling you now, Noah, that video will not go well.
Base.
I also love how he plays a clip from Big Bungie here. This legitimately made me laugh out loud, holy shit. Bungie says way more edgy shit in this video, so I wouldn't be surprised if Noah only watched the intro and thought that was way too much for him.
Another character.
I agree with you. I agree with you, Rob. I swear to God, he only watched that one little section. It was like, damn, they're making fun of this guy for being fat and maybe diabetic. That's the only reason that they're criticizing him.
That Ethan has tried to take down with his finite wit and intellect was Alex Rosen. So what happened here is that Ethan saw this guy go on Matt Walsh or some other Daily Wire show, and after that he researched him and said, what does this guy do? Oh, he arrests pedophiles? Guess I'm dabbing it with the pedophiles. Team pedo for life.
I find this all interesting because of how bizarre Noah's takes on edgy humor are. I briefly talked about safe edginess in my original video, and Noah has given me way more examples from his newer videos alone. He's incredibly inconsistent, thinking certain things are okay to say, but others are completely unacceptable. For instance, Noah will take the time to justify his edgy death threat tweets, trying to explain the joke to his audience. But what really got him banned was this tweet describing how he killed Elon Musk.
I want to see that. I want to read that.
Trying to explain the joke to his audience. But what really got him...
Old Twitter would have never banned Noah Samsen for this. Hello, Noah. Your account, Noah Samsen, has been suspended. Noah. Elon Musk, I will blank you with a knife and a gun and a bomb and a nuke. Parody, 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 parody.
Banned was this tweet describing how he killed Elon Musk.
Oh, this one was a banger, man. Elon Musk, I will kill you to death with a knife and a gun and a bomb and a nuke. Parody, 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 parody. You know, I don't really miss using Twitter, but I miss the way that it would frame my brain into cooking up some good shit, because this is a good tweet. This was also around the time.
But you also dislike edgy humor. But you'll make a joke like that saying, I want to stab Elon Musk to death. Which, feel about how you feel about Elon. I really don't care. It's no skin off my back, right? But Noah will get mad at Big Bungie making fun of Ethan is Online's weight. I don't know, Noah. I don't know if those two match up.
Where people were kind of pushing the limit on tweeting.
Yeah, calling Ethan's fat's too far, bro. It's like a basic edgy tweet. It's not even like a good edgy tweet.
To see like what would get them banned, because I think Elon had just taken over, or people were getting banned for like random reasons.
I never had a problem with this by itself. My issue is that he clearly doesn't think it's okay for people to say edgy shit against him, or people he likes. I mean, he just saw him pearl clutch over Ethan being called fat, and in another video he takes offense to Think Before You Sleep calling him a retard.
There is no way someone who has not suffered multiple head injuries can be this retarded. Okay, so where to begin with this one? I guess the R slur.
Oh my god, retarded, retarded. Why are we afraid to say that word? Why are we afraid to say it? I can't fathom why people are afraid to say it.
Why? You know, why use that? I'm pretty sure this guy's like 35.
I'm pretty sure this guy's like 30. He's a 35-year-old man calling another grown man a retard. Who cares? Wow. Embrace it. Whoa.
/YouTube drama found that In Praise of Shadows is back, and their response is literally that he got some things wrong, but he had some good legitimate points, lol.
r/YouTube drama is a place that needs to burn in hell. It is full of the dumbest takes I have ever seen on drama in my entire life. These people need to be rounded up and dumped off of a cliff in California. I can't stand them anymore.
What are you doing, man? If you think that I'm wrong about something, or if you have criticism, there's a lot of other words you can use to transmit that thought. It still always catches me off guard on the internet, because there's a lot of spaces that just throw this shit around all the time. You can just use a different word and then...
Oh my god, you're such a fucking soy bitch. Who cares that someone called you retarded? Are you mentally able? Are you not mentally sound? Or do you have a mental deficiency? Do you have a mental disease? Do you have autism? No? If someone calls you retarded, it's not that big of a fucking deal.
Not alienate a large subset of the population.
Okay, but is he wrong though? Also, as an autistic guy, I give Sean the retard pass. If you need
Based!
proof, here's my Lego collection. I am indeed
Oh my god, Rob is super autistic.
worthy to give out the pass. Now,
God damn, Rob! That was one hell of a Lego collection. What the fuck? Can we, like, review Rob's Lego collection?
pass. If you need proof, here's my Lego collection.
Look at that shit! Oh my god! That is a crazy Lego collection. You built that, Rob? Jesus.
I am indeed
He is all... Oh my god, there are whole shelves full
worthy
of
to
it.
give out the pass. Now, based on what Noah said in his next video, he clearly isn't that
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. See, that's cool autism.
offended by the word. In fact, he says he used to say it. He's doing this to appeal to his audience. This is what I meant by the fake nice guy shtick. If you're going to be performative like this, you probably shouldn't be justifying the edgy tweets he made about wanting to kill people you don't like. The issue here is that Noah clearly only thinks it's okay for those on his side of the aisle to say edgy stuff. If someone he
Rob, if you're in the chat, can you tell me, do you also build Bionicles? I could have swore I caught one in, like, the corner of my eye. Like, I thought I saw a Bionicle in there. That is based as hell. Nobody even does Bionicles anymore. Bro, I remember growing up with that shit. I thought what was the movie? It was like a golden Bionicle mask. It was like, I thought that was the coolest shit when I was growing up.
hates does it, then they're the worst person
My
ever.
favorite guy in the Bionicle series, I never remember his name. No, you don't do Bionicles? Okay. But, like, I'm just going to rant about Bionicles for a second. My favorite guy was the green guy, the guy that had, like, a surfboard. He was, like, the wind guy. I don't remember their names. But, like, that dude was cool. That dude was cool.
I mean, this is the guy pretending to be disgusted by Chud Logic's messages, which amount to sex jokes. But him saying how he'd murder Elon Musk is A-okay.
That is a good point. I didn't even think about that. Like, he's upset. I didn't even think about that. Rob has a really valid point there. Where he's upset that Chud's like, I'm going to, what is it? I'm going to penetrate the shyness sex
Mask
joke.
of life.
Someone calls him retarded. But Noah thinks doing a joke about killing someone is not is okay. Like, it's just, but he thinks those other two things are terrible. Like, that's actually a really good point by Rob. I didn't even fucking think of that.
I think I got banned for this one, and then
Bro, it's just like, people are showing receipts of you saying insane shit, and you're like cope laughing about it. Like,
but that's just what he does, Larix. Like, that's how you know Larix is a tourist in the breadtuber sphere. This is what these people do. This is what they do. This is what people like Sneeko and these people, the leftists and the right, ultra righties, they all do this shit. It's just what it is. They'll cope laugh when you show them proof to their face. They'll look at you and go, yeah. I didn't actually mean that, though. It's like, then why are you shitting on other people to say the same thing?
saying, yeah, this one's a banger. Like, highlight reel. Like, dude, you're just openly saying, like, this guy should be killed in the streets. It's just so cringe. Especially coming from someone like this. Or if, like, Ben Shapiro tweeted this shit out about some trans person. Bro, this would be a full 40-minute cinematic experience analysis video on your channel. Showing how he's this fascist if he tweeted out something like that.
Noah also downplays the consent comment made by Jake Doolittle, which he tries to excuse as out of context, despite the original comment being made out of nowhere. Though Jake turned off the comments and edited out part of the video that made him look bad, that being the weird consent comment.
There's a possibility that you can't do certain things, like bench an unconsenting girl, right, Orange Peanut?
Huh? You want to repeat that one for me, Jake?
Okay, yeah, the thing was removed, so I don't know what that was in response to, but he...
It was still said. It's still weird. It's still creepy. Like, Noah's argumentation where he's like, oh, well, it was removed, so, like, what's the problem there? It's still weird. But he can make that joke. You can make murder jokes, but Chud making a penetration joke or someone calling you retarded is too over the line. Like, I don't know how he doesn't get that that's what Rob's entire point is that you're just a hypocrite.
He removed that part of the video, right? He said something, he was criticized for it, and then he took it out. He deleted it. Did he do it to make himself look good? I mean, maybe.
Probably. I mean...
No, he definitely did. He definitely did to cover his tracks because he got called out for being weird in that shit.
The fact that he added it in the first
Not covering. What the fuck is Boblax doing, Aiden? I don't give a fuck what Boblax is doing. Is he chimping out on the timeline, Aiden?
place is far too comfortable. It's definitely inappropriate.
But also, maybe
there's no justifier for that type of. There's no justifier for that ever. So just to be clear, what the fuck?
maybe he just did it because he made a mistake. You know, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like you're downplaying that mistake.
But that's like the whole thing. The whole video series is Noah downplaying every single person within his sphere. Everybody. I'm not going to kick Aiden. Contrary to popular opinion, I have no problems with Aiden. Now, if he was in the call and somebody donated me $100 to kick Aiden, I will definitely do that without even a second thought.
It's a way to.
I've done it before, and I will do it again. Not kicking Aiden, but people out of a call.
So sussy that you're downplaying that one a little too much for me. All right, a little too much downplaying on that one, buddy. Okay.
Very woke and cancel culture of you, Mr. Rob, to hold people to the mistakes that they have rescinded. See, there it is. I can do it.
You one guy chat? Yeah, that's all you do, Aiden. The chat just fucking... The meme, the masses know, Aiden, when you come around, the first thing is kick Aiden.
Okay, again, this one's a pretty big mistake. This one...
what was that again?
Very woke and cancel culture of you, Mr. Rob, to hold people to the mistakes that they have rescinded. See, there it is. I can do it.
Okay.
It's such a gay fucking line. He's trying to do a hypocrisy angle on Rob, but that's not even Rob's point. And he's just like, oh, well, this is cancel culture. No, it's not. No, it wasn't. You're retarded.
Again, this one's a pretty big mistake. This one completely.
See, Larix does it for $20 because he doesn't think big. I want $100 to kick Aiden.
Ruins the tempo of this entire video for you. If you're gonna downplay somebody, like just insinuating somebody's a rapist because they don't agree with them, that's a pretty.
So you have to put things as what you're worth, what the worth is.
This one completely ruins the tempo of this entire video for you. If you're gonna downplay somebody, like just insinuating somebody's a rapist because they don't agree with them, that's a pretty suspicious baka move, in my opinion. Okay.
Okay, Papa God lost me when I heard the word baka come out of his mouth.
Hypocrite.
It's not really hypocritical. But okay.
I guarantee.
No, he's only calling it hypocritical. The only reason he's calling it hypocritical is because he wants an own on Rob. That's the only reason why. That's literally it. There's no nuance to it. There's no actual point. Noah is just trying to get an own and failed miserably. Larry couldn't get 20 donos to kick me for 3 days, so he kicked me out for free out of spite. Am I making more money than Larix does on live streams? That's crazy.
Noah doesn't think it's bad when his friends say awful things like that. I mean, he's pals with Hassan Piker, who constantly makes disgusting remarks.
Friend of the show, Noah Samsen.
Ew. Of course Noah and fucking Hassan are like gay anal butt buddies. Ugh. Is that like a shocking development for anybody?
I mean, here's him justifying the rape of spoiled rich girls.
At least Patrick Henry College is like doing one good thing, which is that like if you have these fucking millionaire, billionaire, wasp fail sons, at least taking them out of other colleges so they can only do date rape to other billionaire, millionaire failed daughters.
Oh God, I fucking forgot. I forgot he said that. Like Rob prepped me and I was like, yeah, no, I remember this. And then I hear it out loud again. And it's just as bad as I remember it to be. It's just as bad as I remember. Oh, wow. Wow.
Is like
and he's not even like joking. It's not like him in like a joking manner. He's trying to make like an argumentation point.
In some respects, you know, from a utilitarian perspective, of course, a little bit better. You know what I mean? Like
that it's not even a joke. That's not you can't even define that as a joke, Hassan.
Taking these guys and putting them in a pen with one another is ultimately getting them away from the...
What's the chat? Holy fuck, keep them in private schools. There was a lot of people going, what are you talking about?
Broader society.
But I can guarantee you that during his Ethan defense video, he'll call out edgy jokes made by Big Bungie. What Hassan said there wasn't a joke. He believes this shit. He's also safe edgy, making statements like that, but will plead if the mods of livestream fails for them to delete posts making fun of him. Noah's friend Bad Empanada also makes edgy statements, like,
"Ooh, Bad Empanada's interesting. He is somebody that I have actively avoided. I'm gonna be honest. The reason that I've avoided bad Empanada is because I just keep hearing crazier and crazier shit about him by the day. I'm pretty sure he made some kind of like insane community post about Stardust. Like it was actually like borderline insane. Where is it? Yep, there it is. It's not even on his main channel. Zionist YouTuber Stardust celebrated the massive platform of anti-genocide creators. Just a couple of hours later, she was removed from YouTube's partner program for anti-Palestinian speech. Now, this isn't the one that I saw. I could have swore at one point he was like accusing her of like something horrendous. It wasn't like just basic like, oh, she was platforming. She was happy that Frogan got banned. There was something else. Maybe I'm misremembering it. He said something that was so out of pocket that I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
This one that I don't even want to read. Do you think that's okay to say, Noah? Because if it's bad to call Ethan...
Not to defend BE, but I think this tweet is fake. I can't find an archive of that tweet. Please let there be consequence for the USA. People in the world demanded justice in any form. And then it's the 9/11. You're talking about the 9/11 tower, Shinji? You think that's fake? I don't know. Rob has done nothing for me to show that it would be fake.
Did you see Nick's tweet about Empanada telling him that they will go to Gaza to debate?
Yeah, I saw that. That was based of Nick to do that.
Like this one that I don't even want to read.
Or was it that one?
Noah's friend Bad Empanada also made mods of...
What were these? Hey, please take it off of LSF. I forgot about that.
Statements. Like this one that...
Oh, Hamas R-worded a bunch of babies and kids now. Where's the video evidence of it? I was looking to jerk off anyways. Okay. Is that real? Like, I believe Rob. This one. This one in particular. Not the 9/11 one. Okay. Like, I have no reason to believe that it's, like, not real.
I don't even want to...
There's no archive of it?
Read. Do you think that's okay to say, Noah? Because if it's bad to call Ethan fat, then you should think it's bad for your friends to make even worse statements. The main reason why I decided to make this video is because Noah flat out defends Bad Empanada, though he pretends to be willfully ignorant. I called out Noah's association of Bad Empanada because the guy is notorious for
Let me see here. Y'all have been fundraising stream.
doxing and harassing his opponents. Empanada being a horrible person is pretty widely accepted. Even tankies hate the guy. In fact, Noah himself admitted 2 years ago that he thinks Empanada is a bad person. For context, this is from his Debate Bros video, where he shows a clip of Bad Empanada criticizing Vosh.
Did you really just cite Bad Empanada in your video? Looks like you've lost me. That guy is a bad person. Everybody knows that.
Me citing a clip of Bad Empanada saying something that's objectively true is not an endorsement of everything that he's done on the internet. Please stop being a fucking baby. Just look at the meme, okay? Look at the meme.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's really helpful for me, actually.
I was slowly swinging around your baby's crib so you can gently
Why does he talk like this? It's just so creepy. Like, it makes me uncomfortable.
fall asleep.
Okay, thank you.
Now I do concur that agreeing with someone's take is not a direct endorsement. That's why I didn't show that clip in my last video. Because in that first video I showed a clip of Xander Hall criticizing Noah, and it's obvious that I don't endorse Xander Hall, because he's a moron.
Based! Oh man, the Slander Hall content, bro. The Slander Hall content. I miss Slander Hall content. He's done nothing that's like interesting for me to care about. Oh man, I miss that. Based. Xander Hall is a dumbass.
But now, Noah is defending Bad Empanada's
Deleted before someone archived it. I would assume with like how much people hate Bad Empanada that it would have been archived.
actions, and claiming he needs better evidence that the guy is a terrible person.
Is he a known doxer, though? As far as I know, that's not true. I've never seen evidence of that, but I could be wrong about that. So let's see what Rob has to substantiate his...
Donald Trump has texted me. Are my notifications off? I don't even know why I'm signed up to this. Can you go away, please? I don't like these text messages. Stop trying to sexually harass me, Donald Trump. Please, just do that. I've already received like 4 text messages from your campaign. Can you stop?
His claim that Bad Empanada is a known doxer. First up is a tweet exchange. It's Drew Pavlo says, Bad Empanada is now messaging me personally to threaten to post my home address and sue me for defamation.
Yeah, I got a direct text message from Donald J. Trump. It was totally him, totally real.
And then there's a quote tweet from Bad Empanada that says, I'm not going to post your home address or phone number, Drew, but maybe the people who keep sending them to me will. So first,
that's a weird ass thing to say. Like, he is receiving dox information, not ignoring it, and then using it as a potential pseudo threat that other people will dox him. That is weird. Like, that is a weird fucking thing to say. That sounds like, if you want to look at it like it is, that looks like he was trying to say, well, at any point I could dox you, or anyone else can do those things. That's just weird. That is a crazy thing to say, to even point out, to make public. Like, why would you do that?
Thing is that there's no screenshot provided here for the DMs that this person drew references of Bad Empanada supposedly threatening to post his information. That would be doxing, and those DMs would be a threat of doxing, but you can't make that claim just because this guy said that it happened.
So here are those DMs, or Bad...
Oh my god, this is even better. Shocking. Bad Empanada is lying and threatening to dox my family just prior to the message. Blank,
Chris,
Nick,
you need
some
to
of
vote
us
for
don't
Trump.
bluff, Drew.
Otherwise,
that phone line
Russell
was
J.
cut years ago, you
Salvatore will
retarded
take over the United
C-word.
States of America.
True. I suggest you pipe down with the easy Googleable info in the future, as some of us are capable of finding more very easily, and the retaliation will be devastating to you. That's a threat. That's sending a phone number to somebody and saying, look what I got. Don't keep coming after me. That's a threat. That's an attempted dox. He failed, but it's an attempt. Like that is literally him threatening him that he can easily find the information.
Empanada threatens to dox Drew's family.
How did Noah just like straight up lie about that?
And shares a phone number. Luckily, this phone line was cut. Here's another tweet of Empanada threatening him.
No way. Shocking. Bad Empanada has repeatedly threatened to dox me. He's repeatedly sent me death threats. I know where you live. You live in Buenos Aires. My knowledge of you is a whole lot more specific than that, Drew. You aren't very good at OPSEC. Dude, this is so bad. Like, why do these people associate with this guy?
Here's him threatening to dox another person.
What?
And here's a...
What is happening right now? Hold on. What is happening?
Here's another tweet of Empanada threatening him. Here's him threatening...
Unreal. Matt Empanada just threatened to dox me and didn't reply to one of the tweets. If you don't respond to the tweet about your opinion magically changing, I'm going to use you as a prime example of the Fox concerned liberal in my video on Xi Jinping. I have the tweets you deleted archive, calling them concentration camps explicitly, plus the clips calling it a genocide. Doing flip-flops based on which team is in power is not a good look. Also, I'll also file it under your real name and put it in the metadata to make sure it's easy to find. Holy shit. I think everyone should know about how your genocidal denial. This is an incredibly extensive video that will likely get hundreds of thousands of views due to the interest of the subject matter, so choose wisely. What an asshole.
Threatening to dox another person. And here's Empanada threatening some...
Various streamers calling Bad Empanada.
Didn't Keffals try and dox Bad Empanada?
No, Keffals did dox Bad Empanada to Cherry. So without provocation, Keffals DM'd Cherry, Bad Empanada's family and his docs, and said, I have the docs information. Like, straight up admitted to that. It wasn't like it wasn't a slip up, or it was a screenshot of something that was accidentally left in a group chat. It was, I have Bad Empanada's docs info. That's what Keffals said.
Someone is saying they should...
My face went in prominent Twitch leftist streamer / bread trooper tries to farm content by sending me messages occurring suicide. Suggested followers do the same. Do you, I guess. You're damn right I did. Fascist stormtrooper, submit yourself to the justice of victims, you coward, murderer, disgusting killer. Submit yourself to trial before the families you harmed. Lying piece of shit about making amends. Cowardly mass murderer. For white supremacy, I hope you have PTSD every day your victims haunt you. Oh my god, this dude is crazy.
...to kill themselves. My question is, if no one knew 2 years ago that Bad Empanada is a bad person, what changed? What made Noah change his mind? Because Bad
Empanada goes after conservatives. I'm gonna say it.
Never changed.
I don't know that for a fact, but wouldn't be shocked.
In fact, just a week prior to Noah releasing this video, Empanada got banned on Twitter again for leaking Drew's phone number. It's obviously been taken down now, but there's still remnants of this tweet online with the original caption. Even if he got this off Google, that doesn't make things better. Do you think Sniperwolf got Jack's phone's address on the dark web? No. She got it off Google. She's still revealing personal information to harass someone she doesn't like. Bad Empanada
so fucking true.
Isn't doing this to seek legal action like Noah later suggests. He's just being a dick. If he really was trying to seek legal action, he should just hire a private investigator instead of doing things publicly. Now this next part I'm going to assume Noah doesn't know about. After I released my original video, Empanada faked a tweet to make me look like a pedophile.
I didn't even know that happened. Are you fucking serious, Rob? Scoop, the YouTuber Rob's Media is a pedo. He openly admitted on his Twitter account that he was about to be arrested for possession of CP. The feds are after me just for edgy stuff involving toddlers accident left in my hard drive. Dude, what the fuck? This dude is insane. He's not mentally well. Like, how the fuck has this guy operated this long?
And he admitted it's fake.
No way. That forged tweet is completely
I knew
mental.
she doxed some BreadTubers. I just forgot which ones because most of them blend
that
together
is true,
in
Baron.
my mind.
That is true, Baron. How does one even come across the idea to slander someone else like that? Because Rob's Media literally just released a video claiming that I am a pedophile. Wait, what? Based off of nothing but fake screenshots with the exact same text. That's how.
As he had a Freudian slip moment in my comment section, someone asked why Empanada would make that fake tweet, and he explained why without pushing back on it being called fake. He also admits here that the tweet is fake. His reasoning is because
That's a lie. Hear the verbatim quote. There is evidence that he is a pedophile through nothing super concrete. This gives me the right to make the same not super concrete allegations against you too. I will apply exactly the same level of critical thinking and care to the allegations against you that you did for me. 0. Cry bullying. That I do the same thing you did to me back is just so pathetic. You reap what you sow. You also provide absolutely zero evidence for anything else you said. But this one is another level and easily justifies proportionate retaliation against you. You even literally doxed me in the video. Include my full legal name. What?
he claims I called him a pedophile, even though I merely said that someone else was alleging he was.
No fucking way. This is the second time I have a beef with someone and they turn out to be a registered pedo. But so Bad Empanada just went on a rampage and accused Rob of calling him a pedophile when Rob just used an example of someone else doing that? That's insanity. That's mentally ill. Real Industry of Details Twitter users at TrueSlazic, please DM me for this legal action. Holy shit.
And I just stated that the evidence against him isn't concrete. Could I have worded it better? Probably. But I never called him a pedo. He used this as justification to send his fans to harass me. Though
Hi everyone, this is a YouTube channel, Rob's Media, make a video claiming that there is evidence that Bad Empanada is a pedo. Well, according to how Rob's phrasing it, that's not what he said at all. While, of course, doing nothing but posting fake Discord screenshot that Vosh made years ago. Fake Discord screenshots? You mean the ones where he was like sexually harassing that one girl, or the one where he said he put geckos on his dick? In light of this, I'd like to make a present equally conclusive evidence about Rob's Media. Spread the word. I'll be releasing a video regarding his crimes next week, presenting all 100% authentic evidence to make sure. Okay, what? This is just literally mutually assured destruction that is not on one side. Rob didn't call you a pedophile, so you're going to make an entire video calling Rob a pedophile? That's insane to do.
he deleted all of this once he realized I wasn't going to engage with him the way he wanted me to. He also sent me this DM calling me a child rapist, so that was nice.
What the fuck?
Of him. Noah, please stop defending this guy. If you like his videos, I won't take that away from you, but publicly associating with him is a bad look. Most people weren't criticizing you for wanting to go on that livestream because they're Zionists. It's because he's a bad look for the pro-Palestine movement. My main criticism still stands. You shouldn't be fond of Empanada's behavior, and then shit on TVYS by saying he's responsible for Illumination's doxing. All that's changed is that I don't have to speculate on if these two are still friends. Noah confirms it and gives him a massive shout out. An issue with Noah's recent response videos is that he unintentionally proves people's criticisms right. I mean, in his response to Shredded Nerd, he doesn't disprove anything. He just spends 25 minutes nitpicking and not understanding jokes. His best argument is to portray his opponent as some chronically online loser who's envious of those around him.
Isn't that like crazy though? Like constantly calling everyone else terminally online. Like there are levels to it, right? Like let's say somebody sits in Discord all day and they do calls all day and they only sit on Discord all day or Twitter all day. That is a level that you could actually use the word terminally online. Like they speak in internet talk, you know? But that has lost its flair, and it's not as impactful as it used to be because assholes like these guys, if they get like a little bit of shit, they'll just use it to be like, oh, a guy made a video on me terminally online while he's making his own video about it. Like you're just as terminally online as that guy. Like
This coming from Noah is hilarious, as in his first response to me, he said it took him an hour and a half to record his reactions to 5 minutes of my video. God, that poor editor, having to edit through so much bullshit ramblings. Noah's audience doesn't seem to gel with this content from him, as I've seen numerous comments telling him this. A lot of them seem tired of Noah getting into pointless drama over and over again. So Noah, if you are watching this, I'm not saying to stop making these sorts of videos in general, just make videos of actual solid points instead of just nitpicking. Most of his critiques of my video can easily be chalked up to him having a different interpretation, or him being biased towards the people my criticisms are targeted at.
I would say it's more bias. I wouldn't say, what was the exact terminology?
Critiques of my video can easily be chalked up to him having a different interpretation, or
I don't think it's like easily chalked up to a potential interpretation. I think this dude just operates within the sphere of being a complete and utter dipshit and sweeps for people. That's how I look at it. That's at least what Noah has shown through his public actions. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like to me. Nope, chat's back. You're back. I don't know what happened to chat. Hello, welcome back. B responds to Rob's original video. Slop you. Oh, God. I would rather kill myself. His name has been out there for years, so it's honestly is what it is. Once your name's out there, it's out there. I personally don't use it if I can, but if there's no other way, then there you go. Like I did it with Zane, you know? No, I'm not a dumbass. I just don't know when it's not working. It seems like every time I stream recently, fucking Firefox just crashes pretty much. Okay. Like, I wouldn't consider this like, different interpretations.
Him being biased towards the people my criticisms are targeted at. Here's an example from my discussion of denims. Basically, she spends 2 hours slowly reviewing the drama, and cherry.
Well, the thing is, on top of that, with denims, which I assume that you brought up in certain aspects of your video, is that she just steals other people's content. I feel like that's something that not a lot of people talk about very much with denims that much, is that she will straight up, like, rip off other people's content for her starting stream. Like, her opening stream screen, like, when I do this, right? Like, when I'm doing this and, like, playing music for you guys, right? She'll just completely have multiple videos playing for, like, 20 minutes. Just full, non-reacted to videos in a little screen for her starting screen. Like, there's that. The fact that she didn't cover the Keffals stuff and just chalked up to Mudahar being a pedo and that she didn't want to fight with leftists. Like, Denims is the dumbest fucking person on the platform.
Picking the lousiest evidence to show to her audience.
Cherry picking is a risky accusation to make because
it's not risky when it comes to Denims, Noah. Denims is literally the person that is the archetype for picking shit.
Kind of hard to prove. In order to prove this, that she was cherry picking, he would need to go through the stream and show examples where she deliberately ignored certain evidence in favor of less tangible evidence. She might have been doing that, but we have no idea because he just calls it cherry picking, does not show how that happens, and because he's the one making that charge, I don't have to go through all of Denim's streams to try and debunk it because he's not showing it.
The thing is, Noah, I went out of my way to archive the entire 2-hour segment. I also made a separate video, which I mentioned in this BreadTuber video, where I go over this point in more detail. I linked to my archive in the description of both, which has timestamps for people to follow along, and my more in-depth coverage came out 2 weeks before Noah posted this, so he probably knows. Stuff like this is the average argument he makes. I'm not saying everything he said is incorrect, but he does a bad job explaining himself. Like, I do agree that I could do a better job at showcasing the examples I have, though unlike Noah and many other YouTubers, I link to the videos I talk about. My overall issue with him is Noah's artificial nuance.
Wait, when did Denims call Muda a pedo? She didn't call Muda a pedo. She called Muda a transphobe, and she was like, yeah, the thumbnail art is transphobic. And that Mudahar is engaging in transphobia, and then said, I don't want to go over the video because I don't want to fight with other leftists. Like, it's just complete horseshit. It's just the ultimate bullshit. You said, I have no idea who that is. Slime Beast? Oh, is that the guy that I got into a fight with on Twitter with Toastify and we just, like, made fun of him? Isn't that guy? Is that the guy? I don't know.
He pretends to be unbiased, but instead downplays or defends those on his side. I mean, the only person in my video that he outright condemns is Vosh, and rightfully so.
Because he just hates Vosh. He's cool with all the other people. He has nothing really to say about the other people. It's because he has a personal issue with Vosh.
Though it's clear he's still butthurt about losing that debate from 2.5.
I'm so... Like, I didn't watch this. I watched, like, up to here when I first started watching this. Rob, you're killing it.
Years ago, which is why I didn't want to debate Sean several months ago. I don't believe he's here to have an honest conversation. He's pissed he got mentioned in a video of 500,000 views, and wants to paint my arguments as weak in order to justify his own actions. The only time he apologizes for something is the comment brigading he did to Xanderhall, but he still gives out excuses about how he only had 5,000 subs at the time. I don't think he...
that's still an action. Doesn't matter if you have 5,000 subs. You still did that. Like, it's still criticizable. Doesn't matter what size it is. You could be a 1,000,000 sub channel. You could be a 100 sub channel. You could be a 5,000 sub channel. You going and brigading someone's channel is bullshit.
Has the capability to apologize for something unless it's been a long enough time. I mean, I just found out he apologized for his video on Patience Xena in the comment section to Unpoetic Justice's video on the topic. And honestly, Patience critiques of him are just as relevant as ever.
That the reaction Denims had to Tecton talking about his father being a veteran and his PTSD demonstrates exactly the kind of vile wretch that she is.
All right, Rob, I will pull up your community post. What do we got? Let's see here. Now the Internet Archive is back up. I am now able to confirm another of Noah Samsen's lies. In his 4th video, he claims he had 5,000 subscribers when he started working on his Debate Bros video. He used the excuse the comment brigading was towards Xander Hall. And while he doesn't defend it, he still excuses the behavior by using his inexperience at the time as a crutch, which is total bullshit. This is from 1333 to 1346. Now I'm able to confirm that he had 1,400 subs. Again, my holy shit. It's still just an egregious action. Why do you have to lie about the number, Noah? Because you have to downplay it, because you're a liar and a hypocrite. And whenever someone tries to make you look bad, you have a fucking temper tantrum. Holy shit, Rob. Way to catch that. Posted to the archive. A few weeks later, after the Debate Bros video dropped, he had 150,000 subs. He has been producing this sort of content for years up to that point. So it comes off as a lie. Not a massive point, but something that needs to be mentioned. I think it's a pretty decent point where he's just straight up lying about actions that he's made. Because that shows what else is he willing to lie about? You know? Like, what else is he willing to lie about? It's just pathetic.
Noah claims that her nuanced takes are artificial, when in reality, his are.
I don't know, it worries me a little bit because this ecosystem of content, it thrives on the death of nuance.
No, Noah, your political views rely on the death of nuance. They rely on people not seeking out different perspectives and different information. The fact that you seem to feel the need to shelter your audience from alternative perspectives and the fact that you seem to feel the need to shelter your audience from discovering different pieces of information kind of implies that your position relies on ignorance. It relies on your audience not knowing anything else outside of what you tell them. It relies on them not exploring other perspectives and not exploring other viewpoints on issues. If your views are so coherent and your views are so strong and you're so confident in your views, you should be very confident to allow your audiences to go and explore different perspectives and different opinions on issues. You
should also be confident enough to like talk to people that you also disagree with in some capacity, right? Like if they're like a true bad actor or like a horrible person, you don't have to talk to them, right? But there's a difference between somebody that has a disagreement with you and you can have that argument or somebody that just straight up is just going to be an asshole the whole time.
The confidence of knowing that they won't necessarily change their views. But if your views rely on no nuance because you don't encourage them to seek out different perspectives, then that kind of shows that you don't actually think they hold up on their own. If you have to police what your audience views and you have to tell them what to avoid and what not to avoid, then quite clearly they're quite flimsy. Because if all it takes is one of your viewers to watch a video like mine or watch a video like Abra and Preach to completely change their mind, then those views can't be that strong on their own, then can they?
Anyways, I don't know if Noah's actually going to respond back to this in any way. If he does, I'm sure he'll double down and not correct the record, especially in relation to Empanada. In fact,
Empanada, the subscriber count difference, the fact that he was like, the safe edgy argumentation in regard to the big Bungie stuff. I think he's just gonna like, if he does respond, which would be crazy, Rob. If he actually responds, it'd be so retarded of him to do that. But like, let's play the game that he does. He's just gonna downplay like literally everything. BE released a video about Hila from H3 being a terrorist. What? Hila as a terrorist? Does he not realize that members of the IDF could just be like pencil pushers or like people that just work a desk job? Isn't that what Elo did? Isn't that what Elo's whole thing was? She was an administrator. She did something in regard to like office work. She wasn't like in the front lines, like gunning innocent people down. Like
I will definitely use it.
She can't be a terrorist if she is forced into the subscription of that.
This as an excuse to send another harassment campaign my way. Noah will just ignore that and pretend that the hate against Empanada is unjustified.
All right, let me click here. I don't want to go over the whole thing. Oh my god, what is this? Comparing Hila to Rashad using Ethan's standards. Ethan claims that Rashid are false anyways. Ethan and Hila anti-Semitism / racism / anti-Palestinian. When would he made this a day ago? Oh no.
Just like with Ethan. To be honest, I wish that Noah did try to be fair, but his bias sticks out like a sore thumb. There's no point in trying to correct him anymore, so this should be the last video on him. If his takes in the Ethan defense video are as bad as I think they'll be, I'll mention it somewhere. And if he
I will go over that in its entirety because it'll single-handedly be the funniest YouTube video of all time. If Noah actually like doubles down on this shit, that would be the funniest fucking video ever produced. I can't wait to see that. I want to see when he does it. I'm going to cover it. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be the best piece of content of all time. We're going to have the best watch party. We're going to get drunk for that one. I'm excited. That's a fun one.
Responds to this video, then I'll respond back in a community post. Thanks for watching. And if you want to hear my take on any of Noah's other points, you can ask in the comments below. I'll try.
Which Rob is able to get this shit fucking locked and loaded. I actually respect the shit out of Rob for like standing his ground on this stuff. Did ever release a video? The Internet Archive. Okay, so we already pulled that up. Go subscribe to Rob. Go sub to Rob.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you for using Wikipedia for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the LolCow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there, and we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often, so make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.